Hello and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So, Pavarti here, the moment I loaded the game said, can we talk? So, let's chat.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
Okay, what about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Well, sure, we can head over there now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about anything else before we moved on?
Not really. Yeah, we'll talk later. Oh, God, he's standing right behind me. A little bit creepy, Max. Alright, oh, you've got a name. Hello.
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker, by the by.
Oh, thank you.
Don't mind the heat.
Well, what's over here? Immediately go the way it doesn't want you to, and oh, look at that. Oh, it's stealing. But, you know what we could do? We can start jumping. Oh, there's nothing over there. Okay, well, this is Groundbreaker. Appears to just be a large ship.
Captain.
Don't really have too much else in
Hey,
here.
Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hello.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get cute with me again, you little back bay brat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this. I need a drink.
Okay, interesting. Oh, hello.
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Pretty much. Yeah, I noticed you're in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
Ah, so I thought Mardet was the person's name, but no. Mardet is the group. Got it. I heard you'd knock someone out with a tossball stick.
The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair-weather fan?
Fair enough, but what are the Rizzo's Rangers?
Only the finest group of tossball players ever to take the field. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
Oh boy.
Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Got any plans? You want to join me?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
That's me, Captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
You in a hurry to get somewhere?
Oh, not at all. Just, gonna figure out what to do next. See you around, boss.
See ya. You want to join my crew?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Guess not. Well, maybe see him later, I'd assume. Steve Door. That's gotta be a name.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Okay, maybe not. Oh, that person's also called Steve Door. Okay. Kind of a weird name. What have we got in here? Bypass shunts. Alright. Oh, can't go that way. Still doesn't appear to be too much else around here. It's very quiet as well. There's not too much else going on. Alright, so everyone is Steve Door. Okay. Anything else around here? Not allowed in, am I? Well,
quiet.
You know. That's fine. Don't like that it's saving as I do it.
You're an artist, Captain.
Restricted area. Unauthorized personnel in restricted areas will be shot on sight without question. You can either fight, sneak, or use the holographic shroud to get through restricted areas. Post-mortem fines will be paid by the closest living relative. Okay. Mardet ID cartridge. Oh, I guess what this means. So this is the holographic shroud developed by Phineas Wells uses this. Okay, yes. So we can use that. ID cartridge. You found an ID cartridge to use within the holographic shroud. You will automatically be disguised when entering the associated restricted areas. Your holographic shroud is activated, giving you temporary access to this restricted area. Moving drains the shroud's energy. When it runs out, personnel will see and interrogate you. Talk your way out of the interrogation to reset your shroud. It will get harder to talk your way out the more you're interrogated. Oh, okay. Plasma rifle. Well, we'll have it. Whoop. That's fine. No more ID cartridges. No harm in that. Couple of bypass shunts. We got anything else in here? Couple of those. Some OSI prayer beads. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got it.
Great work.
Nice. Love all of that. I like that they changed their outfit as well. Ooh.
You're keeping your uniform clean.
Yes, yes I am. Don't move. You gonna be there all day, Mardet? Fellow Mardet, I should say. Wonder what V and C are. My instructions now. That's interesting, because I used to just have Z, X, and C, but now I have that V as well. Huh. Okay. Well, we're gonna grab all that. Nothing I want through there, so I'm gonna... Ooh, I'll take the hoop as well. Don't know what the purpose of the hoop is, but we'll have it. Why am I walking real slowly? Because I'm over encumbered. That's why. That's why I couldn't run as well. Alright, yeah, makes sense. Just thinking about things. I should probably give the vicar some equipment at some point. Make him, you know, reasonable. So apparently he uses two-handed melee and then some kind of shotgun. Okay. Is there anything better we've got from him immediately? Oh, what we could do is we can give him armor. Oh, and we've got perk available for him. You get hack from him? Oh yeah, I'd love hack. Let's do that. Right. Yep. That just gives us a bonus while he's in the party. We can give him an outfit as well. So his current one's 10 armor? That's pretty good. And increases dialogue skills. Okay, interesting. This two-handed melee not nearly as good as his telescoper one, so we might as well get rid of those. Spades one-handed, almost as good. Yeah, I don't think we have anything better than the shotgun right now for him. Yeah, and his sawn-off's actually better than usual. Yeah, it already has modification in it. Okay, well, we'll leave him there. Let's just get rid of stuff then. If it weighs, just get rid of it. That's fine. One more? Maybe the impact hammer? Yeah, we'll go with that for just now. That's good. That's stealing. Yep, not allowed to take that in front of everybody. That would be bad. Alright, so we got what? We've got a wanted thing for Phineas.
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Mac Dread? Or Mac Red? Wanted dead or alive, Captain Gunnar Mac Red, for several counts of public intoxication, destruction of Groundbreaker property, unpaid docking fees, and resisting arrest. Contact Commandant Sanita if you have any information concerning him. Okay. And then we have Phineas again. Okay. Anything else going on over here?
Just arrived? Head over to customs. Wheeler needs to process you.
Okay, fair enough. Ooh.
Right this way.
Two of these. What's this? So they're the same? So that's bulletin things. That's instant. Alright, yes. That one sells food, and then this one sells weapon type things. Fair enough. It seems like there aren't that many weapons, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I'm going to sell my junk, which should give us a little bit more inventory space. Not that much. Okay. Hello.
Identification, please.
Here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day.
Oh,
According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side. Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
so how do I get this resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Okay, any idea why it was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Oh. Well, this has to be a mistake.
Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time your ship's been impounded. Seems to get cleared up pretty quick. You might not be in this pickle for long. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
So if it gets impounded a lot, maybe this is just the way that they get him to, like, they got the old Captain Hawthorne to come and talk to him. Like, maybe that was the way it worked. You know, impound a ship, he has to go and talk to him, it gets sorted out really quickly, but then he's got a job to do as, like, a favor for not impounding his ship. Something like that. Anyway, sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay. Tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
For a shipment?
A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I'm looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Okay. I'm looking for a drink. Any recommendations?
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Okay, got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony.
Can I find a job around here?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board. That is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Okay, fair enough. How does Halcyon Holdings work, anyway?
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm new around here.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board.
Okay. So how does the Groundbreaker fit into that?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are.
Okay. The board runs most of the system, don't they?
Yep. Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
Okay. So there's actually a boardroom somewhere with all these company heads in it?
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Got it.
Glad to help.
Okay. What do you know about Sublight Salvage?
They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Okay. I didn't think there were many independent operators in the system.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either.
Okay. I'm looking for something a little more local.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
How about something long-term?
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know.
Oh, that's all I need to know about work.
All right.
So what can you tell me about Udom Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Okay. So there's tension between the Groundbreaker and the board?
They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Okay. Yeah. Why can't the Groundbreaker and the board just work together?
You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that.
Okay, well, sounds complicated.
Sounds like, yeah. But from where I sit, it's all coming through loud and clear. They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
See ya.
Be seeing you.
Right, well, impounded ship, definitely not good. But maybe we can fix it. Wait, yeah, what's over this? I'm just wondering whether, I guess we can go either way, it doesn't really matter. So I could just come in here if I wanted and start using the terminal. Can I shoot him? Yeah, probably if I wanted to. Let's not do that. He'll probably be immune looking at it. Hello, I'd like to speak to you.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering.
Well, I'm interested in that Mac Raid bounty. Where can I find him?
Last tip we got pointed toward the back bays. You want the reward? Do the legwork.
Okay. Well, why don't you send a Mardet to apprehend them?
Oh, I will. Soon as the chief approves the personnel reorg required for a bounty dispatch. So, in about 3 to 7 weeks.
I'll take the posting.
You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head, or his lucky lighter, as proof of kill. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. Good luck and skip speed to you.
Ah, so there's another way to do that by getting the lighter. Good to know. I couldn't help but notice the bounty posting on Phineas Wells.
The outlaw scientist fella, right. The board's had it out for him for ages. If you have an inkling of the wheres or what-fors of his location, Udom Bedford would surely like to hear it.
Okay. Is this Wells fellow a famous criminal or something?
To the board, yeah. You've read his wanted poster. Whole list of things to get their unders in a wad. But he's never done nothing to Groundbreaker, so I've no problem with him. We keep the poster up to keep the peace is all.
Okay. So what's it like working security detail on a space station?
Do I look like your gossipy best friend? While I'm on post, I take my duties real serious. I would have no qualms whatsoever escorting you to a cell. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Fine, fine.
Then get to business or get moving.
Okay, what's a Mardet?
We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know.
Okay, why Mardet and not guard or officer?
The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardets because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
Okay, what bounties do you have available?
Still waiting to hear back on that bounty for McRed. That aside, not much else. Groundbreaker's keeping calm at the moment.
Alright, see ya. How about you?
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker security do for you today?
What'd you do here?
This is the security desk, sir. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sunita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Anymore?
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away.
Okay, fair enough. Do you do, I don't know, tours or something?
We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. Maybe if you clear an open bounty and get in good with Commandant Sunita, or help Chief Tennyson fix this heat, that might warrant a thank you tour or something.
Okay. We're friends, right, Lee? Do me a favor and I'll owe you one.
All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Can I just come in now?
Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Oh, interesting. So this is the place we had to go. So I'm allowed in now, I think?
Seriously, there was a lot of static at first, but then this voice.
Nobody in here. Worth checking, no? What about this way?
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest.
Okay. Confiscated goods. Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, jock, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads, locked container. Owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it. Left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which will likely be Nether. Security logs. Sublight put a bid in one of our impounds. Generous one too. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and then give Lilia her salvage. Brawl at last hope. Freelancers versus the board. Freelancers won, arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne ship impounded by order of Udom Bedford. Still not sure why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. Ah, okay. Yeah. So that's definitely expected there. A guy from Back Bays roughed up the Moon Kid. Raving Mad warned me that the moon was going to bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever McRed grows down there. So also, we might not have to kill that guy, interestingly. Got sworn testimony that McRed was spotted at the Rest and Go. Not that anyone will corroborate it. Remember to keep an eye on Gladys. Eject it. Let's go.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that Scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Okay. Hey, Max.
Got it. His name is Reginald Chaney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Okay. You hesitated there, Vicar. What aren't you telling me?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
This all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Okay, well, sounds good. Let's go. We know where his acquaintance is. Workbench, don't need to use that. Hello. Don't need to speak to you. Let's just go this way. Keep exploring. We got some freighter crews. What's my quest right now? Passage to anywhere. Okay, speak to everybody. Got it. That's why I have multiple quest objectives. Ooh. This isn't even stealing. Yeah, we'll have all that. Seeing what's up here. Nothing up there. This way? There's definitely a way up there. Is there any purpose to being up here, though? Nah, it doesn't even look like there's a way up there. That's fine. Right. Oh, it's barred. Oh, okay then. Just checking our map. Oh, wow. Not complicated at all. So if we head this way, we can actually get into another room.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embargo ensures that...
You know, that was just so exciting a TV program, I've decided to leave. Why is there combat people over there? It says I can get in there from here. Oh yeah, there's a way right over the top. This is stealing, but what if I do this? What happened there? That was fun. I want to do that again. Nope. Okay, well. Guess there's someone to fight round there. Oh, wow.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
I love this. Hello.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
What's in there? Nothing. Okay.
Rizzo's purple
This is something else. This just looks crazy. Ooh, the rest and go. We were told to go there.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We're not renting any room. We have a ship. We're gonna be using the ship. Hello.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
Okay. How's life on the Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
Okay, how does Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
You mentioned Sublight?
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Okay. Do you do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Okay, interesting. And that's the man who maybe triggered the Matt Greed, bounty. So we need to keep an eye out for him. So second on the left, or second from the right. It's just number 2, it's this one. Okay, well, I mean, there's also an arrow pointing me towards Gladys. Hello, everybody. Hello, Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Interesting. Phineas sent me. Said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Oh, okay. It's 10,000 bits? Okay, anyway, tell me about this opportunity. Any chance of a discount since Phineas sent me?
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was it abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more. I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Well, abandoned outpost, corporate secrets, got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
What other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
Okay. I want to talk about this No, I already got that. Let's ask something else.
What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom?
You mentioned the Groundbreaker's outside the board's control?
That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme or another running, looking for ways to bring us to heel. Like this heat business. Shameful. But it won't work. No, sir. Groundbreaker's free till the day she dies, law willing.
Back to my other questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
What's this about the heat?
Groundbreaker's radiators. been neither fine nor dandy for weeks now. Miss Junley's supposed to be getting them fixed, but the board's determined to get in her way.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide the community.
Yep.
They've all...
Yep.
But it...
Yep. Okay. Why'd the board recall Stellar Bay nav keys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
Okay, what makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres.
Oh
But
my.
old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker. She's our mess.
Okay. Are there still people down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board.
Okay, what do you do here?
Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
That's half the reason I make them, my dear. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear?
No.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Oh, thanks. Right.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
No, I want to see what you got for sale.
I found a handsome ceramic mandapillar at a salvage auction last week.
Oh, good to know. What have you got there? Salvager's Helper, 480 DPS? Ooh. That's amazing. That is great. How much do you buy it for? What's it cost? 5,000? Is it that great? Hephaestus Mining Archive Cartridge. Like accounting figures, most companies keep two sets of data records, public and private. Wildcat miners often purchase the public records of failed mining outposts, hoping to uncover details on remaining ore veins that are too small for a corporation to consider profitable. Oh. I'm going to buy that. Sure, why not? And then Battered Mardet Datapad. An old datapad once used by the Groundbreaker's Mardet security forces. From accumulated dust and grime, this hasn't been accessed in over a decade. Down in the luck, smugglers will often purchase old datapads in the hope of finding loose or forgotten cache of goods they can sell. We'll have that. The datapad contains incident reports of various Mardet security patrols. Most of the details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crew and Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 7th, 2344. Responded to a code ID 10T, idiot in case you needed that spelled out for you, at The Last Hope. Avera asked us to bounce back some back bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm gonna complain to Sanita. Oh, we were told about the hammer, weren't we? In one of Hawthorne's logs, I think. October 25th, 2344. Had another run-in with the rung leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself in the repair bay off docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break it off when our shift ended. All heads gonna come out eventually. So if we go to docking slip 13, there may be something for us there. Interesting. I also want to buy some mag picks. They only cost 15? I'm buying 5. Definitely. Yeah, that's amazing. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.